I recently did a 1-minute video on how to turn your life around. Now I'm going to go in a little bit more detail. Do you want to change your life? Do you want to get away from the anger you have, the lustful behavior you have, for whatever addiction you may have? Maybe you drink too much or too many drugs and you want to get away from that. I'm going to give you a 3-step process. Each of these steps need to be followed, but they're very simple to remember and very simple to go back to. Are you tired of just starting over and over again to overcome something and fall short? Well, here is the solution. Number 1, to know that there is a God of this universe that you are accountable to. Even if you don't know him, even if he is not answering your prayers right now and your request to intercede on your behalf, there is a reason for that. That's number 2. Number 2 is that God so loved you, he so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. We got the 2 ingredients. Now for the 3rd and the most important. Sometimes Jesus says things that people don't fully understand, including me. I mean, I grasp it, but I don't understand it. And that's what I'm going to give you next. Jesus says often, pick up your cross and follow me. What does that mean? Well, one day when reading that verse, I sat down and I pondered upon it. And I thought of the tradition of Elf on the Shelf. I don't really know much of the tradition, but what I did is I went to a bunch of kids and I asked them what was the tradition of Elf on the Shelf in their home. And each explained the story to me a little bit different. And one of them said that you cannot touch the elf. He needs to remain on the shelf. With that, I understood that verse. Pick up your cross and follow me. I'm going to be doing a series on the importance of brotherly love. And it all starts with this. Put yourself on the shelf. Do not touch self. Instead, live for God. Now, how do you do that? Well, as soon as you're in a fight, you recognize, why am I in this fight? I am fighting with my wife because of myself. Take it and put it on the shelf. You know, I was able to apologize even though I didn't think I was wrong. How can you love your brother as yourself? Which I really don't think is totally possible, but taking yourself out of the picture. When you're playing a game of basketball or whatever it may be, why do you have to win? Selfishness. When you're in a basketball game and you don't want to pass to somebody else, think in your mind, is it because I am better than them or I want to be the hero? Put yourself on the shelf. Perhaps there is someone you know is timid and wants to play in a particular game or in a business thing, and they always are left to the side because nobody comes and brings them over because you want the glory. The Lord says this, let him who glory in this, that they know the Lord thy God. If you know the Lord thy God, put yourself on the shelf and think of others. Until next time, may Jesus increase as we decrease.